it's nice to finally be here in India. I've been looking forward to this for a long time. So today we started the race up on a hill with a nice temple on it and a super nice view over Srinagar. And the run down to the boats in the lake were quite hectic, with a lot of trails and a lot of people on the trail. Yeah, we find a good rhythm in the boat, and suddenly we were first and just hold on to that lead. And it was quite hard to steer the boat, and actually I got blisters. I do a lot of kayaking, never get blisters, but here, you know, after 10 minutes I have a blister. But the big thing is that it's hard to steer compared to a kayak with a rudder and everything. Yeah. I'm really looking forward to the next part of the race up in the mountains.
It's leg 2 of Expedition India 2017, and as you can see in this magnificent setting, the team are going to get their first taste of altitude training today. They will be traveling running from 2,600 meters all the way up the pass to 3,100 meters in approximately 16 kilometers distance. They need to get a few checkpoints, obviously, and words just cannot describe to you how gloriously magnificent this place is. It's in complete contrast from where we've just come, with snow-capped mountains, green pastures, horses, sheep, local herdsmen everywhere, and the teams are just in awe of what they're going to be traveling up, and we cannot wait to see what is up next.
It's incredible. Look at where we are. It's amazing. Absolutely awesome. Such a privilege to be here.
It's inspiring actually. It's just as you said that, I get shivers up my spine. Almost want to get a teary eye there. You know, it's pretty cool to be here. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, look, definitely adds a new dimension to the racing, but I mean, I think everyone's coping so far with a 3.5 that we're at now, but once you hit that 5,000, it's going to be a whole different ballgame.
This festival is this year. The festival is held in Hanu, Yorokma. The festival is called Thoshali Aryan Festival. This festival is celebrated to remember our great hero called Thoshali, who was a hero of Aryan society. He fought with the king of Ladakh against the Turks. The king buried him alive under the bridge and sentenced him for death. This festival is celebrating in his remembrance. This is one of the
oldest villages and most traditional villages in this area, and we're actually so honored to be here, and I'm so happy it turned out so beautiful. But this is just a part of our event, you know, just to make sure our event is more than just a race. So, and I hope our teams take it for what it is.
I can't really wrap my head around what we're seeing here today. These people are so excluded from civilization, what we used to, and I feel like we're very privileged for what we actually have. And the flip, the other side of the coin is actually these guys seem so privileged and so at peace with themselves, not being so bombarded with everything we are experience every day. So, but yeah, it's an amazing place. I think there's people that grow up here or is born here and they die here and they never see anything but this little village, which is amazing. Didn't think that we were going to bump into or experience something like this. So, yeah, fortunate.
Well, good morning. I think it's around 6 o'clock. All our teams is gathering their stuff, and we're on our way to the start. And finally we're going to start leg 3 of Expedition India. It's a beautiful stretch of rafting down the river all the way, a good maybe 80 kilometers. So it's definitely going to be a very long day for some of the teams. The water is flowing, but a few rapids, nothing major. It's just awesome. The scenery is so contrasting, and we're very excited about it.
Well, this vicinity that we're in right now is truly amazing and spectacular. We're surrounded by mountains, and we have this little river that we're gonna raft for 80 k's, and it's a really cool valley, and it's amazing how long this river just continues.
We are on stage 1 now with the kayaking guys. First guys are about around the corner, about an hour and a half into the race. It's really been awesome so far. The people we've met here, it's amazing, amazing place, great space, and the landscape is ridiculous. You've got arid dry mountains on the one side, snow at the back, beautiful blue-green river. Just a very nice experience.
And how often do you get an opportunity to come out to a place like this with people like this and explore lands and landscapes, and you're truly blessed.
I would say top teams probably got 7-8 hours on this leg, and so it's going to be a long day out there, but they have to look around. Every time they get tired, and I think they'll be rejuvenated.
But this was awesome, and having the 4 of us on the boat was really cool, and just the whole scenery, even the colours on the mountains, the colours of the rocks, going through the rapids. Yeah, it was brilliant. Yeah, really enjoyed it.
These people in this area are just incredible, and they are so friendly and welcoming, and not to mention the area itself, the mountains and vegetation and the rocks and just everything, all the sensations, the smells, the sounds, the feeling of the sun on your skin. There's just an energy here that you can't feel anywhere else. I think in a way we are so much luckier than the racers because they don't get to experience these villages like we do.
It's beautiful. We actually tell each other quite often just to have a look around at the snow on the peaks and the monasteries, and they build it on the most amazing places. It's beautiful. We love this country. It's really superb.
A long time in the heat if you're going around in circles looking for a CP. As the Argentinian team are now, and they're probably a little bit sleep deprived from last night, and they're looking in the next little village. They think Curry's that way, not this one, and even if you know where Curry is, it's still a little bit of tricky nav to get straight onto this point.
Give me a G!
Oh, I'm loving this.
Relax.
Okay.
No, you can't record this.
What a way to see and experience India. Doing something like this in your own country is quite a challenge on its own. Doing it here in India, that's just insane.
Wonderful team!
So as media, we've been chasing the teams through the Nubra Valley on the Shark River. The top teams have done really well. They are now setting off on a 40-kilometer cycle through the rest of the Nubra Valley before they return back to T2, and then they're off on a big trek.
The bike that we just did was hectic because the sun just burned us, but it was nice. Now we're going out. Yeah, we just prepared all our bags and so on, and we're going on the camel right now, so I can't wait for that. That's going to be awesome.
Nice. Enjoy, guys.
No, I think that was critical. I've seen in other races before where guys who's doing less sleep tend to move much slower. Maybe it's different with the top faster teams, but you need that little bit just to sort of reset your brain and everything.
Absolutely. When you get tired, it's when you have to really start focusing more and just paying extra attention, just double checking, triple checking. Doing extra miles doesn't help for your speed and morale and everything, but we've been doing great. The nav is always it's always the tricky part.
Yeah, I think when we came into this, we knew we never called it a race to start off with. We just called it an adventure. So, and like Heidi said beforehand, you know, it's an expedition. It's not. So we've never seen it as a race. And just everything leading up to the race and the places that we've seen. And I was chatting to Heidi on Sunday night, and she was saying that they wanted it to be, when you get to the start of the race, that you must really feel you've had so much value for the money that you've paid, and it has been like that. So the prologues and all the other stuff that went with it. So yeah, so I think the way that the whole thing was put together by Heidi and Stefan's been brilliant, and I'm sure that is going to be why a lot of people will be able to get over the pass today.
It's day 3 of Expedition India. We've just left the homestay and we're now making our way up this valley back here for our last push to the pass at 5,500 meters.
Actually, there's 2 groups who had no problem and all this. There's 2 groups already here. 2 of them arrived last night. Within these 2 groups, 2 of the members, 2 of the teammates have a little bit problem with the oximeter, I mean like oxygen saturation, and some of them have the altitude symptoms or something, then they will go down from here and to the homestay.
The altitude got the better of us. I mean, since we left homestay this morning, I've been dizzy and with a headache. I've tried to stick it out, and yeah, so we got 4 k's from the base camp. We made the call to rather come down. Yeah, that's how it goes, eh? It's adventure racing.
This is the base camp here. Okay, this is the last, I think it's 14th, transit 14th, and from here the pass is over that way, and then already few 5 group gone, but out of that only 2 full group went over the pass today.
And we just got to base camp. Yeah.
And what's your plan now?
We will be getting the oxygen test done, warm up a little bit. Pretty cold now.
91.72 record.
I can go up.
Oh, you can run. Trying our best to everybody to go over, you know, through this campsite, over the pass, down to Lay. So everybody have to understand as well. This is 5,000 meter, yeah?
We're the media team and we're heading over the pass, and for me personally, I can't believe I'm here. This is the first time I've ever walked in the snow in my life, and it's in the Himalayas. And we have a dog to accompany us, which is also incredible. So we're waiting for Team Sea Level to accompany us. They are on their way up. We're just trying to get ahead of them.
Yeah, man. It is brilliant being up here. We know it's a downhill shot to the finish, and we've had an amazing time. And yeah, you just want to soak up a view like this.
How cool is this to do with the teammates that you guys all love each other? To be able to
That's key. That's the main part of the experience. Sharing it with really cool people.
Are you trying to make us cry? This has been a most extraordinary adventure. One would never have experienced what we've experienced in these few days. It feels like months since we left home, and a whole new adventure starts today. Every day has been a surprise.
And this landscape's just incredible because you're going through these massive valleys, and it's literally untouched. It's one of the things I think I probably enjoyed the most about this whole entire journey, is that there's no one else out here. So if you're lucky enough to get out here and enjoy it like this, you truly are about as remote as you could possibly be on the planet.
Hats off to those Argentinians and to Heidi and Stefan and to the crews and to everybody that's put this together. And yeah, it's been extraordinary, and what a privilege to be here, and just embracing and hugging every moment.
Argentina!